What's up, guys? Coach Austin here with your Orange Theory workout tip of the day. And today we're going to talk about the 100-meter row, but done in a form of counting our strokes, trying to see how few strokes we can take in order to accomplish that 100 meters. Now, rowing on a rowing machine, whether it's a water rower or even a different type of rowing machine, as far as its ability to track our distance, it tries to simulate what it would be like rowing on a body of water. And if you watch rowers row, as they take a rowing stroke, after they finish each stroke, their boat is still moving. It is still gaining distance even on the recovery portion of the stroke. That same concept applies to our monitors and the distance that we see as we row. So that means as you finish each rowing stroke and you come up to take the next stroke, during that recovery phase, you'll see your distance tick up in meters as you come back up. So if we're trying to accomplish 100 meters in as few strokes as possible, well, the idea is to practice extreme patience on the recovery portion of the stroke. That means that each stroke we take here should be our most efficient rowing ever, focusing on power in the legs as you drive back for each stroke as hard as you can, practicing good form, of course, but on the way back up, showing extreme patience, keeping the handle moving as you climb back up the recovery, loading up for the next stroke, and then jumping back as hard and as fast as you can. But again, taking your time on the way back up. Now, when you do that, your overall watts or speed in miles per hour or split per 500 meter, whatever you're looking at, it's going to be generally lower than what you would see if you were just trying to see how quickly you could do 100 meters. But again, the focus for this type of 100 meters is to see in how few strokes you can do it. So don't necessarily concern yourself with the overall speed that you're going. Focus more on the efficiency. Again, driving back as hard as you can, but taking as much time as possible on the recovery back up. Now, what we want to try to avoid is pausing each stroke, because if you hold here for 3-4 seconds and then rush your way back up, well, that's not really practicing efficiency. So I challenge you to see how slow you can go, but always keep the handle moving. As you bring in that handle, coming back out, slow and controlled. It's going to take a lot of discipline, and for a lot of us, it's going to feel very goofy at first. But that discipline, that practice with efficiency, that is going to translate to the more middle distance and longer distance rows as well, making you overall a more efficient and better rower. So let's see how few strokes you can take for 100 meters. And I'm curious to hear how it goes. So make sure you let me know how many strokes it takes you to accomplish 100 meters. Practice patience, practice efficiency. Get out, have a great row and a great workout.